This is Mr. Mrhilamma, and we're going to do something completely new. I hope you've been watching our SimCity series. We're going to continue that. We're going to do that some more. But I thought it'd be interesting to start something else. So you just change it up a little bit. I'm a pretty big fan of Minecraft. I've never done anything extensive. I'm not even that good at it. But I've been playing a little bit. And I'm fascinated with this concept of the super flat world. And I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a super flat world. And we're just going to do a Let's Play. You guys can just watch, check it out, see what we're working on, and maybe send me some tips and advice. That'd be cool, because I'll probably need it. But we're going to do a super flat. This is the server properties dialogue thing here. And I just wanted to share with you how we were going to set up our super flat world. Obviously, in your server properties, you're going to have it set to flat, because that tells Minecraft that we are going to be doing a super flat world. And then you can edit these generator settings. You got a version number, it's version 2. Then you can specify the number and type of blocks that will make up the landscape. So we've got, at layer 0, you've got 7, which is bedrock. So bedrock is at the very bottom. Then we've got 58 blocks of stone, 4 blocks of sandstone, and 2 blocks of sand, because, you know, it's a desert. So on top we want to have sand and sandstone. And here's our biome code. This tells the generator what kind of things we're looking for. So it's 2. That means desert. So we are doing a desert biome, which is going to have a lot of unique challenges. I think you're going to really be interested in this. It's very different from the main game because you're so limited on what you can get. You'll note that I'm not doing a traditional super flat. We do have a lot more blocks that we'll be able to access. And I do have stone. In a normal super flat, you have to create a stone generator. And I figure that's so easy anyway. You might as well just have stone in the game. So who cares? That just bypasses the stupid of you having to watch me build a stone generator, which is lame anyway. We've got strongholds turned on. So just the default settings for that. It will make strongholds in the game. And we'll find those eventually, hopefully. I don't know. I haven't tried it that far to see what will happen. We've got villages, of course. The whole point of Superflat is using the villages to your advantage and trading with villagers because there's very little resources actually in the game itself without villagers. Biome 1 allows biome-specific features to be built. Since we're in the desert, that's going to make desert temples at the default distance away. You'll see I've actually increased the size of our normal villages. This is default for super flat, but default for the main game, just the regular survival game, is 0. So it'll be a very small villages in a standard game. But in super flat, the default's 1. It makes larger villages for you. I do have the villages closer together to save time because you're going to be watching me, and I would like to be able to not have to do very many cuts. I think for the most part, I'm only going to cut if I have to just sit and wait through the night somewhere. That way you don't have to wait 5 minutes for me to get through the night. So yeah, biome-specific features. Desert temples, they're going to be super important for us. We've got decoration, so it's going to have cactus and shrub for us. And we've also got dungeons, so when we can start digging into the ground here, we're going to have all kinds of stuff. Decoration's also going to give us something that I think is lacking from the normal super flat game, and that's redstone. In a normal super flat, there is no way to get it. You cannot get redstone. So you're going to want this because having 58 blocks of stone is going to give us some redstone in there and coal and lapis and everything else also. But really, we want the redstone because we can get diamond and all the other stuff in the game through other resources such as the desert temples. Anyway, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and boot up.
All right.
Here we are. We're going to do some Minecraft. We're going to do some super flat. And just so that you know, Minecraft is now double buffered. Yeah, that's something. All right, Minecraft server, redstone enabled. Here we go. We're going to do this. You will notice that it was a local network, and we're in. I'm going to let it load up for a second. Oh, who's this? That's Mrs. Mrhilamma. She has joined us. She has joined us. And now you can all get a good glimpse at my wife. And my wife has a very striking resemblance to Steve. We're just going to deal with that. Ow. All right, I'm going to gather up some cactus real quick. Where's the sun? Where's the sun? Get off the cactus. There's the sun. Let's go. All right, we're going to have to find a village ASAP because we got no torches, we got no wood, we got no nothing. What we're really looking for is blacksmiths. Blacksmiths are going to be our key. They're the only spawn in the game in villages that will have a chest that will potentially have items that we can use in it. You can get pickaxes, swords, armor. Saplings is what we're really looking for. Once we can find a chest that's got saplings, we're pretty much good to go. And we can just stay in whatever town that is, or we can keep roaming, depending on what the situation calls for. I'm going to collect a little bit of cactus because we can actually use that for self-defense if we need to. We can surround ourselves in cactus, and monsters will kill themselves on it trying to get to us. If that happens. But we're just running. We're running. We need a town. We're looking for a village. Hopefully we'll find one soon enough so that you're not bored just staring at me running. Oh! What do we have here? There's a desert temple. I can't really use a desert temple now because we're lacking a critical resource that will enable us to access the goodies at the bottom of the desert temple. And that resource is ladders. We need some ladders. And so we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. We need to find a village. We got to find a village. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. We're in a hurry. We've got so much time until nightfall. And if nightfall happens now, well, we've got absolutely nothing. Well, then we're just done for. Come on, come on, come on. I can't believe it. Yes, found it. Found it. This way. This way. And my wife / producer is going to be keeping a record of all of the locations of the towns that we find so that we can find our ways back should we ever need to. All right. I'm going to quickly run around and gather us up some food because we're going to need that. Yes, wheat would seem to be unusable, but no, it's not. It's very useful because all you need is a workbench, which is readily available at any library. And we can turn that wheat into bread. We're also going to collect the seeds because eventually we will be doing our own farming. You'll note that there is no dirt other than where you find it in villages. So that is a problem also. There we go. We got some library over there. We'll be able to do some stuff. I'm going to collect this wool. We're going to need the wool for making a bed so that we can get through the night so that I don't have to edit. And the torches aren't going to hurt either because we've got no wood and no coal. And we'll have no coal until we can find wood. Also, we can make charcoal, and then we can make some torches. Look at that. The villagers, they put a block on top of there. And so Mrs. Mrhilamma is going to run through the village collecting up some ladder for us. And collecting any kind of valuable tradable resources that we can get. I'm stealing torches and food. And we're going to share each other's inventory. You don't have a lot of inventory space, and you kind of want to be able to... You got to be a pack rat, basically. Everything is critically important, so you got to get as much as you can. I need to find some carrots here. There's a library over here. Use that when you get a chance and collect all those books for me, if you don't mind. All right. Oh, here we go. This is what we need. Carrots. This is an immediate food source. Pretty much just as good as bread. And I don't have to manufacture it, which is nice. And wheat is also going to be useful for trading with villagers, because trading with villagers is going to be one of the only ways that we can get certain things in the game for quite some time until we get our tool situation or our wood situation taken care of. And we're not going to have wood until we find those saplings. Is there a blacksmith here? Can't believe I forgot to look for a blacksmith. That's the whole point. We found another village already. All right, we kind of hit the mother lode in Villageton. Is there a blacksmith? Is there a blacksmith? I see a lot of library. A lot of libraries. I'm not seeing a blacksmith. You didn't see one over there. This isn't good. This isn't good at all. We might die. I'm getting a little bit nervous. Normally there's a blacksmith in pretty much every town. What are they doing? What are you guys doing? What are you up to? What do you want? You want some wool? There aren't going to be any animals in this game. There's no animals, as far as I know. None of them will spawn in the desert. So there will be no meat. So some of the major food sources aren't going to be available to us. However, once we get some taters going and some stoves and we've got coal, we can start making some baked taters. That'll work for us. I can make, there is going to be gold, and I can possibly trade with a villager for some watermelon, and we will be able to make glistering watermelon. And that will be handy dandy in the future. You missed this library. I'll get it. I'm going to collect these books because we can use the books for trading. Yeah. You're what? You're starving? Well, why don't you come get some food? I got some food. That's what I do. That's what I do. I got some food. I got a couple carrots. You want some carrots? Where you at? Where you at? You gonna starve and you ain't gonna come get the food. Alright, let me get you some carrots. Blah, 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 blah. Take that. Take that. Take that. Get that carrots. Alright. Moving on. Alright, I think we've wiped this town out. There's no wood to take. Oh, did you get the doors? You got enough doors. You need about 5 or 6 doors. You need to have 5 doors on you all the time. Alright, where is the next town? You said you saw another town. Did you lie? Are you a liar? Shall I punch you? For your lies? That's not a town. What are you talking about? What's that? That, I think, is a desert temple that you're running towards. I think that's a desert temple way off in the distance. We do have everything we need in order to explore that, so we might as well. We've got our ladder, we've got some torches. We don't really have any tools, but that's okay. Desert temples at the beginning are going to be pretty much one of our only ways of collecting stone or anything like that, or doing any kind of mining if we absolutely need to. She's going to go ahead and throw doors up to keep us safe. I'm going to plop a couple torches inside here. We don't have any weapons yet, but that's okay. Just throw some torches up to keep us safe. She's going to throw some doors in it. And I think we're going to end up staying here through the night, and that'll probably end this episode. We've got a good start going. I might be able to clear the way out of here. Here's some orange wool. Desert temples come complete with orange and blue wool. You don't get very much, but it is what it is. You get a lot of orange. There's not very much blue. I think there's only one piece of blue wool per temple. That's okay. I'm just going to collect this because, you know, we can use it to make either beds or, you know, just for fun. It's nice to have a cool carpet. All right. There's all the wool. And I think that's going to end this episode. We're going to delve into this temple and collect the goodies therein. It's pretty exciting. You're going to love this. You're going to love this. So tune in for the next episode. We are doing 15 minutes, obviously. So tune in for the next episode, which will be immediately from now. And we'll get back with you then. This is Mr. Mrhilamma and Mrs. Mrhilamma. And see you next time.